Commissioner,
Yes.
you're an amazing sport. I know that you are somewhat afraid of heights, but
Yeah.
you sit at a high perch as the chairman of the Convention Visitors Authority, but now we're going to be 550 feet above the air.
Don't remind me. Don't remind me.
This is, they don't call it a Ferris wheel, but this is the largest, 550 feet, the largest observation wheel in the world. Just another amazing example of something here on the Strip.
Another great reason to come to Las Vegas. We have some amazing attractions. Not only do we have the best restaurants and shopping, but so many great things to do. And, I figured, why not let's take it all the way to the top. And now that I'm here, I'm like, what was I thinking? I'm scared of heights, but we're going to get through this. This is great for all of those that are looking at this all around the country. When they come to Las Vegas, you got to come to the Link.
And now you see, this has really even dramatically changed the skyline. I mean, of course, the Stratosphere and many of these iconic hotels, people have been seeing these forever, but since this place opened 4 years ago, you can't look at our skyline without seeing this as part of it.
Absolutely. To be able to see all of the great things that's happening here, not only right here on these grounds where they're going to build a beautiful convention center site here, but to look at the expansion of the Las Vegas Conventions and Visitors Authority, and then of course Resorts World, and just a number of other great things, the big stadium that's coming on board. A lot of great things. We are so excited about Madison Square Garden down the street here. And so this is going to change the entire landscape, the entire skyline of Las Vegas, and those who have not been to Las Vegas in a long time or whom have never been here before, when they fly into, which I believe one of the greatest airports on the planet, McCarran International Airport, they're going to be blown away with just how far Vegas has come.
Let's break down a few of those projects as we will, Commissioner. Looking out here, that's a $375 million convention center that Caesars is adding. It's conveniently located right on the monorail line and everything, tucked behind here. This is a perfect spot for them, a great company, to expand their holdings.
Perfect spot and centrally located. When you get off the airplane, you arrive here in Clark County. I mean, with all of the shared riding that we have, the ride sharing that we have going on, and then taxis, which have been a major plus for us here, it's so convenient to get to your resort or your hotel and to be able to just get out and enjoy the destination. That's what it's all about, getting out, recreating, having a great time, and enjoying all these great amenities that we have here.
Let's break down the convention component a little bit, Commissioner. As you say, we have 57 of the top 250 trade shows in North America last year, which we want to keep that. And as you said, we've got a $1.4 billion expansion of our existing convention center. Couple it with Caesars and all the other convention centers. This is needed to keep up with the Orlandos and stay ahead of the Orlandos, the New Yorks, the Chicagos.
Well, when you speak of those other places, they are gunning for our spot. And thank you so very much to Governor Sandoval and all of our legislators. And of course, all of those visitors that come in and taxpayers who saw fit to expand and to grow and to be able to compete. What we did last year, that's in the past. What we're doing moving forward, we got to stay modern and we got to stay ahead of the game, because every time we look around, Orlando is trying to take one of our shows away. And although Orlando is a cool place, a home of Disney World, yeah, it's a time and a place for everything, but we got to make sure that we stay ahead of them and that we do what we got to do to stay number one. And we've been number one now 24 years.
What else have you learned? What else have been some of the major lessons that you've learned, Commissioner, since you've been sitting as the chair of the Convention and Visitors Authority?
Thank you, and that's a very good question. If I had to honestly say, being on that board, LVCVA it's our component to attract visitors here. But what we've learned is we got to make sure that we have some policies and procedures in place. And we've gone through some turbulent times over the last couple months here dealing with some of those particular issues and hadn't felt really good. But at the end of the day, you take responsibility for it, you own it, you correct it, and you move forward. And we've been able to do that. And, didn't feel good, but being a chairperson, you get some bumps and some bruises along the way. But if I had to do it all over again, I'm so very honored to have an opportunity to serve as the chair for the last 3.5 years of this destination, and to have the vote of confidence from your peers to elect you back again. I mean, what an honor! I couldn't ask for any more. So it's been a blessing.
At this time now, and you've served with Rossi Rollencotter,
Yeah.
who's the head of the Convention Visitors Authority, an amazing man, ardent supporter of Las Vegas and everything Clark County, announcing his retirement sometime. But it's business as usual. There's an amazing team already in place, right, Commissioner?
Yeah, Rossi Rollencotter, who everybody knows, I love him to death, have given 45 years of commitment to this destination, and I believe he's done an amazing job. Through his national and international relationships he's been able to establish over the years, I believe he's one of the key components to have put a great team together. That's the reason why we're experiencing a lot of these great successes that we are. And so Rossi is one that I'm so grateful that I've had an opportunity to serve with this man here. He's been a blessing for me, and I'm truly going to miss him. But he's not going anywhere. He'll be around for a long time. But this LVCVA organization is awesome, and now we're moving into working with Steve Hill, who headed up the Stadium Authority, appointed by the governor. He's just a fantastic leader, and he's going to do a great job for us.
So now, as we progress, we've seen a lot of construction over there on Elvis Presley and the location of the old footprint where the Riviera once was. What are we going to see in that the new expansion, Commissioner?
Oh man, convention space is going to be out of this world. It's going to be one of those places when CES, when ICSC comes to Las Vegas, when the Magic comes to Las Vegas, when ConX, Con8 comes to Las Vegas, they are going to be so blown away with just how modern things will be there. They're going to have enough space to really be able to handle their business, and that's what we're about. Vegas means business. We don't want people to come here and think that it's all about the beautiful pools and the beautiful nightclubs that we have. During the course of the day, late into the evenings, people are conducting a lot of great business, and they're getting a lot of things done that's moving this country forward. And so we're really excited about this expansion. To have a Las Vegas Boulevard address means the world to us, and this is going to be another spot of convenience for many of our conventioneers that's going to be here. And so we're really excited about it, and we thank the community for embracing it.
How is that going to change the dynamics of that end of the strip, the north end of the strip,
Yeah.
Commissioner? You mentioned Resorts World, Fontaineblew has
yeah.
restarted again, so it's
Yeah.
going to change the dynamic a little bit, maybe move some of the shift a little bit.
Yeah, we need to resuscitate that end of the strip there. Thank goodness for SLS, who have just kind of held up that end of the block for us. But we need to breathe more life into that corner there. That was a very exciting corner for years with Riviera, Circus, the old Castaways Hotel, if you want to go back even further. But this is going to really breathe life into that corner there. And we're hoping, if all goes well, that we may still see that NBA arena because the grounds have been approved for that. And so hopefully, if all goes well, there's going to be some great life on the end of that corner there, and we're going to see a big shift that's going to happen on the northern end of Las Vegas Boulevard.
You brought up sports. Let's talk a little bit about sports. I know you've become a big hockey fan. You were impressing me with your hockey acumen recently. But
my Lord.
The Vegas Golden Knights, shout out to them.
Shouts out to the Vegas Knights, man. For many of us who've never really been into hockey, I love the fact that it's introduced us to a whole nother genre in the athletic industry, if you will. These men have come on board, and they came at a right time. When we were in just a mourning state, we all just sat back and could not believe this would happen right here. I don't know why we were being so naive that such tragedy as 1 October, which changed our lives, I believe, and changed the way we do business here. Those Golden Knights came on board, and they brought life back to us. They brought some excitement back to us. They brought some unity to this community. They brought a community back together and said, you know what? We shall never forget what happened on that block. But here's a time and here's something that we can unite and show the rest of the world that this is not just a place that you come and recreate. This is a family, and this is a real community. And thank you to the Vegas Knights for helping to make that happen.